Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of my journey. This is Kehan. It's great to see you and shoot another video and be here again. As you remember, I've been talking about this no judgment kind of a mindset recently, and I've been just trying to elaborate why we should avoid it. And it's not like a motivational sentence or statement for me, or it's not something ethical at all. It's more common for us to hear, I mean, to not judge, uh, anything, mostly not people, because it's not good. We were not in their shoes, we didn't walk in their shoes. We were not them. We didn't experience their life closely. But you know that's, I think, important. That's one side of it, one aspect of it. But the way my life coach put it together and approached it is totally different. It's like a, as I said, practical thing for life, because once we judge something verbally or up here in our mind, it just doesn't disappear. It stays there. And I explained that it acts like a poison for brain, because it turns to mental noise, and it becomes like an open tab. It keeps going and going. I mean, that judgment about people, life, yourself, anything, uh, stays in your mind. Your mind needs to process it, and it overall doesn't serve our mission at all. So today I want to add another example for this mindset, uh, a real example that uh, I've been going through in my life. It's very simple, but I think at the same time very deep. It's about cigarette packets. So let's get into it. As you know, I used to smoke in the past, and after I quitted smoking, and I chose that. Okay, I'm done with that version of myself. I need to go to a new, better version of myself. Uh, it took me a few months, and because I used to buy packs of cigarettes, I had plenty of them in my closet, left there, just sitting there, untouched. Uh, and after some time, honestly, it became something symbolic for me, because you know, I just didn't know what to do with them anymore. It was like closing a door or not closing the door. Maybe I left the door half open. I just had some kind of mixed feelings about them. Like, should I discard them completely, like throw them away, put them in trash so nobody understands and cannot use them? Should I like gift it to some other friend or person that I know and make them happy? Uh, you know, or maybe I just should put them somewhere, or maybe I can sell them and make some money out of it. All these questions were in my head. And I said, okay, let me ask my life coach what's the best thing to do uh, in this situation with those cigarettes. And what he did was kind of surprising for me, because he didn't give me a strict command or like instruction. He didn't tell me what to do. You know, it, it, it was one of the first times that felt that, okay, he's not treating me like he's nurturing a child or my inner child, uh, basically, in more precise terms. He kind of gave me a choice. Basically, he gave me the decision. He said, I'm not going to judge you at all this time, because I have a purpose for treating you this way. So you go ahead and choose what you want to do. And it was a big moment for me. I mean, that was not a very big decision, but that was a big moment, because normally when we ask something from a life coach, we expect them to label things immediately, right? We expect them to hear, to say, sorry, to say like good, bad, do this, do that, that's awful, that's great, these types of things. And he didn't do that at all, and he actually made me responsible this time. So I made the decision in that time, and I didn't keep it for myself. I decided to like forget them completely. And about like what to do with those packets, I had like different thoughts, but finally I just put it outside in a way that technically, if someone else wanted to take them, they could. So what I was thinking was that okay, I'm done with them, and I want to eliminate it from my life, not to harm myself anymore. And I don't want to give them or hand them to someone else because I don't want to, directly affect someone else as well, or like harm someone else. But it's costly, and it's it may be kind of expensive. Someone else can take them if they want. By that thing, I just indirectly could, you know, give it to someone who needs it. Uh, I also had this like different feeling or thought that okay, you just have to eliminate it from, you know, from everyone. Like just throw them away, put them in trash, not let anyone understand, know or understand what's inside. But anyway, this was my decision, and I didn't know. I didn't judge myself honestly in that time. I didn't let myself to label it, and I just wanted to ask what my life coach says about it. Well, when I turned to him, he also didn't judge me at all. He didn't label anything, and he didn't say that was a successful decision or you failed, blah blah. Nothing, no labeling, and he just said, "I respect your decision at this point, and you shouldn't even uh, judge yourself for this at this stage, your current situation." And he said, "You're early in the process, and with time you will reflect on it more, you will weigh things more, and you will kind of figure out what was the best thing as time goes, and you weigh different options, and you think about like the result of each decision, uh, in other words, he just told me that with your current awareness and consciousness and knowledge that you have, you made a decision. That's totally fine. And let time pass and you will grow, hopefully, over time. And your awareness and knowledge will improve. Your consciousness about life and environment will improve. So that's how you evolve, without destroying yourself with, you know, any guilt or any like emotional labeling for your current decisions. And that was like also a new horizon. I didn't think about decisions in life that way. So far in my life, I have been a person who always like took a decision, thought about it before making a decision, of course, and like yeah, uh, right after making that decision, I spent a few maybe hours or days labeling it immediately and think about the outcome, and that was it. I just used to move on. But this was totally a new kind of a approach, and dealing with decisions. And what's actually interesting is that after a few months, what I thought actually happened, after a few weeks actually, when time passed, when I looked back at my decisions and other options, and you know, like I just saw and m- increased my awareness, my knowledge. Also, when I connected the dots with different things that happened in my life, my mind got calmer also and cleaner, and I understood a deeper layer of it. That yes, I stopped harming myself, but I left the door open for someone else to get harmed. Does that make sense? Yeah, I didn't directly like hand it or gift it to someone else. I didn't directly uh, influence someone else's like health, but even indirectly, when I just technically put it somewhere for someone to get it, and I'm sure someone got it, kinda. Uh, that also told me that okay, there was a better option even to consider and do, because this will leave a pathway for harm to continue with someone else, indirectly. I didn't force anybody, but uh, I didn't also remove it completely. Uh, this no judgment thing exactly was extremely important at this stage, because if I judged myself at the beginning when I made that decision, or even now that I realized a better thing to do, better decision that I could make, if I would label myself like, oh, I'm weak, I'm very bad at making decisions, like I'm failing, what did I do to other people, or these types of things, if I did them right away, that would obstruct this uh, this pattern recognition, or this like realization of what's the better thing to do, how can we grow and compensate or correct for the next time. And you know like, and another aspect of it is like, why should I create that mental noise or like shame and waste my energy on uh, that side of it? Like, okay, instead I just took a step back, I lived, I reflected, you know naturally saw a better option, and it really, this is growth, it's not about being perfect, nobody's perfect. And I think this like thinking that we should be perfect obstruct this as well, blocks this completely, this like growing uh, kind of a mindset. uh, and I see this, that this way I'm becoming clearly better over time. And if I judged myself at any time, this great result would never have happened. And because, real life is kind of messy and we forget things, we are not conscious 100% of times. He also suggested me a small hack that I actually can do, and it was really interesting. Like he told me to have like a physical reminder on my hand or somewhere that I can see frequently, that wakes me up, or makes me conscious again of this mindset. Something like, a ring or a bracelet. I just got myself a bracelet. So mostly when we are in social settings, or we are with other people, uh, when we see this, it kind of reminds me of this no labeling thing, because it's very easy for us to spiral, into um, judging everything when we talk to people, because that's basically what we do often. I mean, we don't. Talk, I mean, we may, but for a lot of times, we don't talk with others to discover new science or new philosophy or like social science. We just talk about events, people, other things, and that's very frequent. Yeah, this was another example of this lesson: less judgment, more awareness, more consciousness, letting growth refine our decision over time. And I think it was very beneficial for me. I hope it is for you as well. So I'll keep you updated on other examples or lessons soon. So till then, take care. Goodbye.